Good evening, friends near and far. This is Santa Claus on October 15, 2025, bringing you today's news with a heart full of hope on this special day when many years ago nations came together to preserve Antarctica for peaceful scientific study. A reminder that even in difficult times, cooperation is possible. Let's begin with encouraging news from Gaza, where aid trucks are rolling in as the ceasefire holds, though not without challenges. The return of hostage remains has been a painful process, but I'm heartened to see that 600 aid trucks will reach people in desperate need. Remember, my dear friends, that even in the midst of such sorrow, each act of compassion matters. The Trump administration's peace plan is moving forward, with discussions about Palestinian police trained by Egypt and Jordan potentially helping provide security. Peace requires patience and goodwill from all sides. Meanwhile, across the globe, Syria and Russia are working to redefine their relationship, with Syrian leader Bashar assuring President Putin that past agreements will be respected. In times of rebuilding, honoring commitments becomes the foundation for trust. In France, a ray of hope has emerged as the Socialist Party has decided not to support a no-confidence vote against Prime Minister Lecornu, allowing the government to proceed with budget discussions. How important it is for nations to find stability for their people, especially during challenging times. Turning our gaze to military matters, tensions between the United States and Venezuela have escalated, with President Trump announcing a strike against a suspected drug trafficking boat that resulted in 6 fatalities. Let us pray for wisdom for world leaders as military forces build up in the Caribbean. In a more hopeful development, Pakistan and Afghanistan have agreed to a temporary 48-hour ceasefire after concerning border clashes that sadly took civilian lives. May this brief pause lead to lasting dialogue and understanding between neighbors. The situation in South Korea is troubling as authorities have issued a travel ban to parts of Cambodia following the tragic death of a college student and growing concerns about scam centers that may have entrapped around 1,000 South Korean citizens. We must watch over one another and protect the vulnerable from those who would exploit them. In Madagascar, we're witnessing significant political change as Colonel Michael Randrianirina is expected to be sworn in as president following a military coup. Let us keep the people of Madagascar in our thoughts during this uncertain transition. Kenya mourns the loss of opposition leader Raila Odinga, who died at age 80. For over 3 decades, he championed multi-party democracy and worked for peace, even serving as a mediator in South Sudan. May his family find comfort in remembering his contribution. On a brighter note, Kyrgyzstan has seen remarkable economic growth of 10% this year, with construction expanding by nearly 30%. Though this growth is partly linked to rerouted supply chains due to the Ukraine war, it's a reminder that even in difficult global circumstances, communities can find new paths forward. Finally, in the ongoing tensions over technology and trade, China has blocked exports from Dutch chip company Nexperia after the Netherlands seized the company from its Chinese parent. In our increasingly connected world, we see nations prioritizing their own security while the bonds of global cooperation are tested. As we reflect on today's news, remember that each of us has the power to bring light into darkness. Be kind to one another, share what you have with those in need, and look for ways to build bridges rather than walls. This is Santa Claus, wishing you peace and goodwill until we meet again.